This room has pretty old overlock machines. They're very good. This is actually one of my favorite overlock machines in the school. The threading looks a little overwhelming. It's not so bad when you get used to it. It's color-coded, meaning there's a green path, a red path, and a yellow path. It also corresponds to yellow, green, and red right there, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the spools of thread on the spindles, and we're going to pull them through the hooks here. This one just sort of drapes over. And they're color-coded. Now, when you use the overlock machine, you never pull out your threads. You always clip your threads and twist them around this bolt. It is not impossible to thread this machine from the beginning, but it's very time-consuming. So what I do is this. If there are 3 threads right here, what you want to do is you're going to open up the machine. The way you do that is you open up the plate. This opens up right here. It just swings open. And you can lift up the presser foot. And this kind of opens up the machine so you can see what's going on. And then you're going to tie the threads manually, matching the colors. Green goes to green, correct? So we're just going to tie a little knot. And then I'm going to tie my red. And the other overlock machine is identical to this overlock machine. And I'm going to tie this. And when you have new threads to tie on, what you do is you pull them through manually, which means this. If you were to turn the machine on and just let it rip right now, you would lose all your threads. Okay? So here's the chain that it creates, and you can see with my sample that's going around, I'm not sure where it is, that what we're doing, you want to hold up the overlock? So here are the 3 threads, okay? I'm just going to pull to separate them. I'm just breaking the chain so I can separate the threads. And you can pull one at a time. And the best way to learn how to thread this machine is to tie a bright color, like a bright red or something, and pull it through so you see everywhere it goes. There's the yellow. It goes through a tension disc. It goes through the hole. It goes through the fish hook, and then it goes through the needle. So you can open up the tension disc, which will allow the thread to flow through, and when you come to the knot, you can just pull it through the needle. So number 1 thread is done. Number 2 thread is going to be, looks like it's going to be the red. So I'm going to pull it through. It goes red, 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 red. It goes through this tube here and through the needle. Now, I know the threading of this seems overwhelming. Don't worry about it. The best way to learn it is take responsibility for one color, like the yellow path, and learn the yellow path and then trade off with someone, okay? Learn it slowly. You have the semester, but I want you to finish my class knowing how to thread this machine, okay? And the last color is the green, which so I'm going to pull it through here, open up the tension disc, and the thread flows out. So now I have 3 threads. Okay? Now I can close up the machine. I'm not expecting you to absorb all of this. You'll learn it slowly. And I'm going to turn it on. There are 2 foot pedals underneath. One lifts up the presser foot, One looks up the presser foot and one makes the machine go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my fabric underneath. Remember we added the 2 seams? I'm going to lift up the presser foot and slip it under. And the first one I'm going to do, I'm going to line up my stitching with the left-hand side. And you can see what this machine does is it overlocks and cuts the fabric as it goes. Okay?